Yes, ma'am. Hello everyone, this is Sainath Palla. I'm founder of Analyticore. I'm a data engineer, 50 years of experience. I've been working on data engineering for last 3 years, and for last few years, my focus has been fully on financial Foundry. Recently started learning about Foundry as well. The response has been really great, and my friends back in India, they used to call me as Mr. Palla, but now calling me as Mr. Palante. So, so it's been great. So I'm loving what I'm doing right now. Right back in India, I formed a team called as Analyticore. I'm founder of it. So it's a core team specific to Palantir Foundry, where I'm building a core expertise like on Palantir and then clients across the world. So the use case that I'm going to talk today is about a POC that we did for a manufacturing client. To help them reduce their supply chain downtime and also give planner visibility with their data and then help them with their fast rations. Chaos, unclear action, fragmented context, and slow decisions. Every company that I worked with and what I heard at AIPCon 8 is the same. There's the same pattern that repeats everywhere. The companies have their data, but they don't know what they have to do with it. They have API alerts coming in, but they don't know which is important. So there is the data that's coming up at, uh, and like you see ERP alerts flooding the screen. But when it comes to the decision making with the companies, uh, they kind of lag behind. And then by the time they connect the dots, the decision window has been gone. As I've mentioned, I'm going to talk about the use case that I've worked with a company. What exactly happens is there's a manufacturing client, and then they have planners logging in every day into their system. So, like we see, uh, when the planner logs in, he sees about 50 plus alerts that comes into their screen, and then everything looks same. So it's all red. They don't know which is important and which they have to act upon. Like what I heard is they use manual triages to identify the root cause, like identifying the supplier or like who is the biller or like what is the time that it takes for the product to come back if there's a low in stock. Uh, so, and they don't know which one they have to act upon. What I heard even in the AIPCon is that like even billion-dollar companies face through the same challenges. So they go through manual triages. There's some companies who work on paper binders, and then some companies who are working on Excel sheets as well. So there is data in there, but they don't know what they have to do with that. What we observed is that these systems have amazing ERP systems, these companies, but they are good at showing you the problem, but you cannot know what exactly happens next. Like, what do you want to do next? What is the decision that you wanted to take? Or like, what is the inform, like, uh, how quick are you to make the judgment with it? So, uh, so what we did is what we observed is that the three major problems that we see is like taking the decision time and then identifying the context with the companies and what do you have to do next, like once they know the problem, okay, this is a problem that we have to do and what is that thing that we have to do. We built a watchtower. It's kind of like a cockpit for the planner. We used Foundry and AIP to show them like how they can close the loop and how they can make decisions on it. So based on the data, like we connected ontology with their materials, suppliers, and orders, and there's a lot more that we connected. And then we tried to showcase on a workshop showing what exactly their data looks like and how they can act upon it, and how we are using AIP to solve the problem, to give them some justification, like to give them some reasoning with what their data is and how they can use it, and then how they can make faster decisions. We fed in ERP and MES data, and then we used ontology to model their system, like connected using relationships, and then we used AIP reasoning to generate reasoning that helps them to make decisions. And then, as I mentioned, the workshop is to make decisions and then closing back the loop into the system based on how they can learn. So, because this is for a client that we have done and we were not able to get the data, so we spent a lot of time to like manually create the data using synthetic data, and then we try to showcase this in a demo platform on developer platform. So my team back in India did an amazing job to like to do this painful process and then try to show a demo for you guys, like how it exactly looks like. So I'm going to show you a demo. Like I'll show you how the discovery happens, and then how the planners can do the reasoning out of it, and then how they exactly can make a decision out of it, and then what is the action that they're doing, and then how it goes back to the system when they're planning. I'll go back to it. Daniel, okay. I want to switch to it. Yeah. So this is a demo system that we built on workshop. So we're going to show you how a planner looks the data and like what exactly he finds in it. And so let's say a planner logs into a system and then he gets an alert saying that there's a critical data. Like if it's a regular system, you see all of these all in red. So you don't know what you have to act upon. That's a major problem that we have seen companies facing. So we made some analysis showing like what is a potential impact and then what is a financial impact. Let's say if there's a product that's not out of stock, that's going out of stock. So we have some metrics that we have built. And then like, for example, you see the financial impact or like, so they have other metrics that they can look through the data and then which is the product that they want to focus on. So let's say we have a product, uh, let's take one. So we have a demo product that we call it to. Uh, so yeah, for example, let's take a product, Rotor 3. So the planner comes, he sees that, okay, this product is low in stock and then the impact is $400,000 that's going to have. So they're going to click it, and then we have an AIP recommendation that we built. So based on the data that we have, so because we are doing it on the demo system, it takes a couple of minutes, so just some time. So it shows like what is the total impact that we are having. So it says like it's going to stock out in 5.4 days, and then the criticality score is high because the impact is high. And so what exactly happens here is in supply chain, we have bill of material, which has the details of the products that we like the spare parts that we wanted to use. And we also have some details like what is the description of the product. So we feed in all the context to the AIP. We say like this is a product, and then this is a part family that it belongs to, and we give the description. So what AIP does is it has its own algorithm where based on the description of the product or the family it belongs to, and the number of products that are available in the nearby plant, or like be like various factors, it goes through and then it ranks on its own, and then it gives us the alternatives that are available. So for this same product, like if you see, there's some reasoning that we are providing to show like if you're going to use this product, so this is a product that has score of 85%. So it means it's mostly similar to the product that we have. And then we are giving, consider this like a providing like superpowers to a supplier. So within like few seconds, he'll get the entire context. He'll be then it's on the supervisor to make a decision. If not this is the case, so they used to spend at least a couple of hours to understand what is the context and then talk back to the people. So once they have the decision now, so let's say the person wants to go ahead with winding 08. So we have action here. So we say uh, let's say he wants to go ahead with the expedited order. So we provide some options like what is the expedition, like so what is the cost versus ratio, like ROI that we're going to have. So so there's one option so where we can click on the right click order, and then we give an order number and then the price, and then we do the submit. So there's one option, and let's say I'm going to accept the recommendation. So I click on the accept recommendation. So I have the material number and the plant code, and let's say I So I wanted the 100 units. So I do this and then I submit. So we have so what we can do next is on that, like we have some workflows where if the value is going more than beyond a limit, so it goes for a workflow and then it goes through a approval process. And once we do the recommendation, so we have the same showing up in the orders. Yeah. So we have like some status showing that this in products, and then we made an order based on it, and then the person the way. So here we are trying to show like how they can use the system and then make decisions faster, and then like various other alerts that the team can use. Can you switch back to the slides? Yeah. So the decision time has become faster. Like earlier, we from 22 and a half hours or 2 hours to 2 minutes. And what we have observed is with the team is that it's the reasoning is 90% similar to what they have been doing. And like based on their analysis and their like the number of, let's say, even if you're able to save them 10 such downtimes, it's gonna cost them up to like save them up to $2.5 million. And the team planners absolutely love the product that we showed, and then they are very happy. Like what I observed is usually there's going to be a lot of resistance from the planners or the companies, but here when we showed how they have superpowers, so they are really happy with that. So some lessons learned. It was really hard for us to convince them to say that AI is going to do the reasoning. It's similar to like you're using a weather app in Dallas, you know it's going to be sunny, but you still carry an umbrella. So the major thing that I observed is like if you have an ontology very strong, uh, you can like build everything on top of that, similar to a foundation for a building. So you have a strong base, and then the floor planning, everything would fall on top of that. So everything would be there. And with the data, there's a lot of inconsistencies. So we had to use a lot of other applications from Foundry like Contour and then code repositories to check the audit qualities and then. So the reasoning that we showed, they absolutely loved, and then they are really happy with that. So what we understood is it's not about a data problem, but it's a problem to understand the statement. And so using Foundry and AP, we are able to close the loop and then like so the next step is like what we thought is like to have some predictive alerts where we know some products which are going to go stock out pretty soon based on the data, and that we'll be able to give them alert them in past and then make them able to make decisions with their dashboard. That's it from my side. Any questions?